In this video, I'm gonna try to survive 600 days in Better Minecraft Hardcore. If you don't know what Better Minecraft is, it's a mod pack that adds tons of features to Minecraft while still staying really similar to the original game. In the last 100 days, we built a secret base, fought insane bosses, and much more. In these 100 days, I create a hidden automatic brewing room, build an amazing bird sanctuary, and fight the final boss in the mod pack. With that being said, it's time to get started with today's adventure. So grab your favorite snacks, relax, and enjoy as I try to survive 600 days in Better Minecraft Hardcore. On day 501, I had my first mission in mind, which was to build an automatic potion brewer. For the automatic potion brewer, I had the idea to base the entrance off of an actual brewing stand. The first thing that I needed to build were the stone cubes at the bottom of it, and I started playing around with using some different types of stone. For the blaze rod part of the brewing stand, I found this stuff called quilted wool, which was really easy to make, just 3 pieces of wool and 2 string, and it was this textured version of wool that fit the brewing stand really nicely. Continuing on with day 502, I wanted to make some yellow quilted wool as well, but I didn't have any more yellow dyes, so I traveled in search of some yellow flowers and found some dandelions not far from my base. On the next day, I crafted yellow quilted wool with the dye that I had. Now, the next part of the brewing stand that I needed to figure out were these corner pillar things. They had a pretty dark shade to them, so I thought that basalt and deep slate would work really well for them. With all of those blocks figured out, I figured I was ready to start building the brewing stand. Before building it, I had to level out some of the grass in the area and clear out any flowers with water. I then began to work on the brewing stand, and the first thing that I needed to make were the 6x6 cubes at the bottom. The blocks that I used at first, though, I wasn't exactly a fan of. The cool thing, though, about these heavy stone bricks is that they place in whichever direction you're facing, so that could be useful to know in the future. After playing around with the design for a bit, I decided I would use smooth stone, stone, and heavy stone bricks for the design. I filled in all 3 of the squares, and I was happy with how the design looked. The next part I started working on was the center blaze rod. I slowly built up the design 16 blocks high, and I mixed in some normal wool as well with the quilted wool, but I wasn't really happy with how it turned out, so I took it down and I redid it, this time only using the new quilted wool. With that, I finished the blaze rod part, and I had to work on some corner pillars next. I figured that deep slate and basalt would be a perfect match because they had a dark tone, and I built up each of the 4 pillars with them. After that, I started building up the stone squares at the bottom 1 block higher so that they would match the design of the original brewing stand, but I was running out of smooth stone and wanted to smelt some more up, but when I checked my storage room, it had some blocks missing from it. And while I was trying to fix it, something really bad happened. No, no, no! 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 Reganoo! Oh my. That is so sad. Yeah, Reganu fell into the base because some blocks got removed, and I didn't think of putting him in a water bucket. I got back to fixing up the storage room, and I also figured I would add quartz to the back walls since there was just nothing behind them except for random stone and other blocks, and the repairs ended up being pretty successful. When I got back up to the surface, it was nighttime, and I took the chance to light up the area around the brewing stand, and now it was more or less mob-proof. On the next day, I finished filling in the second layers of the cubes, and the last thing I needed to work on were the pillars that drop down on the brewing stand. So first I built a 3 height pillar, then a 4 layer pillar, and finally a pillar that dropped down with redstone. I built out this design on each of the 4 corners of the brewing stand, and it was finished. I think I actually did it. I actually kind of did it. You know what? I could put some campfires on top or something. Boom, place the campfires down. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This is looking good. Yeah, I was pretty happy with the design. Now I wanted to work on the actual automatic brewing room. The first thing I wanted to do is make a staircase going under the brewing stand. Then I added netherrack to the inside to make it look like it's an entrance to the nether, and added nether brick stairs. On the next day, I added a netherrack border all around the brewing stand. I wanted to make a secret entrance to it with lava only showing and then having water underneath it so that when you jump in, you can easily cool off right away. I needed to get some lava and netherrack for this build, so I headed into the nether. Once I entered the nether, I was able to use my map to mark down where my portal was, and this is really useful because I literally get lost every single time I go into the nether. I mined up about a half inventory full of netherrack and then got a bunch of lava as well. With everything collected, I returned home, and on day 510, it was time to get to work. I placed down some signs to stop lava from flowing down, and then wanted to place water under, but there ended up being a ravine right under me, which wasn't really optimal. I needed nether bricks to fix this up, so I headed over to the furnace room that we built in the last episode and started smelting up the netherrack. With the netherrack smelting, I started figuring out the layout for the room. I also added in the water, so now you could enter in the room without burning. After setting up the drop down, I started working on the room itself. First thing I did is clear out a large amount of space in this room. I then picked up the nether bricks that I smelted and then collected all of the materials that I needed to create an automatic brewer. With that, I began working on the system. The first part I worked on was the input-output setup for the brewing stand, which could be controlled by a lever and would essentially let you put in and take out potions. I then set up the redstone for inputting and outputting all of the ingredients that you want to use for brewing, as well as selecting them. And I labeled all of the chests so it was clear what each one had. After that, the brewer was done, and I just pressed the buttons in order of the ingredients that I needed, and my potions were brewing. And while we're waiting for the potions to brew, I want to tell you guys about two things. First of all, I'm releasing brand new Suev merchandise. I designed this stuff myself, it's really comfy and it looks good. So if you want to rock the original look, just go to suev.shop or click on the link in the description. Also, I am releasing my world download from this Better Minecraft series. If you want this world download and future world downloads, as well as a special Discord role and exclusive access to a chat where I'm at, and also live events, you can go to my Patreon. It's in the description, as well as my merchandise. Anyways, thanks for listening to those announcements, and now let's get back to it. Next, I wanted to start working on designing the room. First, I wanted to set up a little netherwort farm, but I didn't have any soul sand, so I headed into the nether, dug up a couple stacks, and with that, filled in the farm. Then I started looking through my huge storage for blocks, and I found these blue bright planks, which ended up looking really nice for the flooring. For the ceiling, I tried out using this block called lunar stone, and it also fit in really well. I needed to collect more of both of these blocks, and they were both in the blue skies dimensions, so that's where I was headed next. Before that though, I looked at the comments from the previous episode, and some of you told me that axolotls literally eat other fish, so me keeping Paul and Riganu in the aquarium was a bad idea. I picked Paul up with a water bucket, and my idea was to move him to a little aquarium under my bed. So I cleared out some blocks under my bed, filled it up with water, and added this cool glow light glass on top, which I needed to make a bit more of, so I headed into the smeltery, and while I smelted some of that up, I remembered the red turtle from our last episode, which I asked all of you to name in the comments, and the name suggestion with the most likes was Garnet, which is the name of a red gem suggested by Methivo, so thank you for that suggestion. Really fitting since the turtle has red gems on its back. There will also be a new dragon joining us later on, so if you want to give your name suggestions for the dragon, just stick around. Anyways, after that, I finished the little aquarium under my bed, and I think it turned out nicely. And there we go. We got Paul with us here. He's chilling. He's not gonna kill any fish, and he is safe. So I think that's a pretty cool addition. Now that that was done, I got back on track with finishing the brewing room. I headed into the Everbright dimension to collect blue bright wood, which I got about a stack of, and I got very, very scared, to say the least. Oh! Jeez! Oh man, I did not expect that at all. That scared me so much. Oh man. But on the good side, I was able to bring a new friend to the animal sanctuary. I brought over another Stardust ram and 2 reindeers as well. With the blue bright logs collected, I headed into the Everdawn dimension and I collected a bunch of lunar stone. With all of the blocks I needed, I headed into our hidden brewing room and I got to work on filling in the ceiling. It was really dark, so I wanted to add a layer of lighting to the ceiling, and I saw that I had these shroom lights, which actually fit perfectly. I went to the nether to gather up enough shroom lights for the room, and when I was heading back, I ran into this. Whoa, whoa, what is that? I've never seen a gas like that. Whoa, is that just a retextured gas? That's pretty cool. I've never seen one like that. I placed down the shroom lights along the wall and it really lit the room up. Then I mined out the floor and filled it with blue bright planks. That looks nice. Oh, whoa, I love it. I then filled in the walls with nether brick and added another layer of shroom lights, which I had just enough of. I also wanted to add another layer of lighting in a different color, and I found these cool purple shroom lights, which were in the abyss dimension. Oh, there's purple shroom lights. Whoa, that's in the abyss. Oh, maybe I should grab some of those. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's go. I love how many blocks there are in this mod pack. Like, it's just so fun. When I showed up to the abyss portal, it was broken, which was because it was updated, and I also had updated quest rewards. So I've killed Baraka already, but now you get a blazing fishing rod from it and a golem steel brazier. Villagers and guards are historically drawn to these. Whoa, I'm not sure what the blazing fishing rod or the brazier do, so if one of you know, please tell me. I also got another star and a wand of freezing, which was pretty cool. It summoned these icicles from the sky. There were also some new quests, one that required me to defeat a new conjurer boss and another of crafting this light and dark chest, which would let me go into the new deeper dark dimension. The final reward gave me a portal frame for the abyss dimension, which looked really cool, by the way. And with that, I headed in. The first quest in the abyss was to defeat an elder, but my current goal was to find purple shroom lights. I already don't like it. I need night vision. I'm leaving. Okay, luckily I have 3 night vision, so I'm gonna make use of that. There are a bunch of things here. Look at this. You guys mean? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, they don't do that much damage, but they are scary. They look quite cool, though. Lurker Sauber. Whoa. Whoa, infused bench? What is this? Oh, man, there are so many animals. Oh, this is actually really scary. There are a bunch of animals here. Wow, this place is crazy. What is that? Oh my god, what is that? Look at it. It's crazy. I'm scared. Is this mean? No, it's nice. Oh man, what are these? It's like mean cows. Go away. Whoa, this place is crazy. Sabra, I'm curious about what this does. Lurker juice. Whoa. While flying around, I also found this altar area, and I wasn't sure of what it did at the time, but you'll find out later. The abyss dimension was just beautiful while I was flying around. I mean, teal, purple biomes, they looked amazing, so I was enjoying myself. I ended up finding purple shroom lights in the slime forest biome and mined it up. I also defeated a slime spider and got this unstable slime, which could be used to make this stuff called slime fusion that basically lets you upgrade your gear, so maybe I would have to do that later. I also started getting attacked by slime zombies, and my screen started to have this weird fog effect. Luckily, I already had all the shroom lights I needed, so I returned home safely and added the purple shroom lights to the base, which it just looked so cool. I ended up going back to the abyss for more shroom lights, and while I was collecting more, this happened. I'm scared. Take care. What does that mean? I'm flying up. I'm flying up. What does that sound? What does that sound? What's going on, dude? Dude, what's the sound, man? Can you stop? Oh my god. What is that? That is freaking me out. I was blinded and everything. Is there a way to prevent that? Oh my goodness. Dude, that is insane. The abyss is crazy, man. Get me out of here. Yeah, I was freaked out. I immediately left the abyss, but I did have all the purple shroomlights I needed. I also wanted more regular shroomlights, so I mined up some in the nether and finally finished the brewing room. Okay, there we go. I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm done the brewing room. This has been a decently long project here, but hey, I think it's a cool addition to our base. You know, we have somewhere where we can make a bunch of potions now. It looks nice. It's secretive. I like it. Now that I was done with the brewing room, I wanted to start working on a new project. And from your guys' comments, I got a lot of suggestions that I should upgrade the bird sanctuary, which I think is a great idea. Also, the birds that we had disappeared because the mod pack got updated, but we'll get new ones later, and it's time to take down the glass dome. The first idea that came to mind was to create the outline of the structure with jungle wood. So I headed into the jungle, mined up some jungle trees. I also got a banana while doing so, which was it was legendary. I could use that to tame some monkeys later. Also, this mob called a Pholiath was attacking the villagers, so I helped out a bit and cleared it out. With the jungle wood, I started plotting out an outline for the base, and I wanted to keep the build symmetrical, but I was not successful at that at first. I spent a while fixing things up to correct the shape, and by day 524, it was more so a symmetrical octagon. I built up the pillars 16 blocks each, and while doing so, I flew over to the beacon to activate jump boost, so that way I could build 2 blocks at a time. Once I finished building all of the pillars up, I got some more jungle logs, and I connected all of the pillars together. I also connected a second layer between them so that the building would have more definition to it. I also wanted to plant different vines onto the walls, and I thought I needed to get silk touch on shears, and it took me a couple of days to get a villager with a silk touch trade, and once I had that, I tried to put silk touch on my shears, but realized that it was impossible. It seems like in this pack you can't get regular vines with shears. I'm not sure if that was my fault or if there was something wrong, but honestly, this worked out for the best. Instead, I took a look at all the different new vines in this pack and I set out to collect them. A lot of them were in the blue skies dimensions, so that's where I headed first. I collected up a bunch of these pink vines, and the next vines I went to collect were the ones in the ever bright dimension. I wasn't able to find any vines on the surface though. I did, however, think I might have seen vines underground before, so I mined down, and I didn't find anything. There are vines underground, however, and I do find them later. For the time being, I actually headed into the end to look for more vines, and there are a lot of different types here. While I was searching, I found another fish pond also, which reminded me of a comment I got on the last video, which was that I can actually pick up end fish in buckets and bring them home to the aquarium that way. So thank you very much for that suggestion. I really love being able to read you guys' comments. While searching for vines, I found this stuff called tail moss growing on a tree, which I thought was nasty. I mean, overall, look at these trees. They are creepy. They did have some black vines, which I collected, and I got blinded by these strange guys while doing so that I was able to defeat. I also found this little underground area from which I got some cool pink vines, and there was this weird one-eye squid thing that attacked me. While flying around, I saw these cool crystals, which I think I've gotten before, but I collected some more. I found these cool plants, which aren't vines, but I can place them on walls, so I took some of them with me. There were these green vines that I got, which only grow on ceilings, and I found this cool biome called the Imperious Clearing that had these nice teal plants. I saw this underground area as well that had these nice blocks called jade stone. I collected a bit of them, but I figured if I wanted to get more, it would be good to just come there with a beacon at some point and get a bunch of them. There was this very cool biome that I found that had some vines and a lot of different slimy blocks called tree membranes. I got some of these orange plants, and with that, I finally returned home with everything on day 530. Now that I'm back, let's see if the fish will survive here in the water. Yes, it will. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. And they glow. I can still see it. I chopped down some cherry, starlet, and widow wood, and once I had enough of each, I started building the wall. I built with a pattern of 2 pink, green, green, and blue. I switched up the design on every wall that I did, and I had to spend most of day 532 redoing a big part of the structure because it was uneven by literally 1 block. On day 533, I got back to designing the walls and continued all the way until day 538. I ended up adding all types of designs to the different segments of the walls, and it was pretty random, but I think it turned out well. Now that the walls were done, I wanted to add vines to the structure. I started placing pink and purple vines around the whole building, and unfortunately I ran out of purple vines, so I spent the rest of the day out collecting more and finished up on the next day. With the vines mostly done and growing, I started working on the roof of the sanctuary. I used jungle slabs and just made my way around the top in a circular pattern. I also switched things up and used darkwood slabs for every other 2 layers of the roof, which added a nice variety to it. While building, I stopped to take a look inside and realized that I would need to do a lot of lighting up, but I figured that I could build the rest of the roof out of glass to make that a bit easier. So I filled it all in, and while looking at the glass from the inside, I had the idea to make the glass have a heart shape because it already just about looked like one. So I reshaped it a bit, and this is what I came out with. With that done, I started working on finishing up the entrance. I wanted to create a design with different colored stained glass, but I didn't have any more green dye left, so I farmed up some of my cactus, smelted it up, and made all of the glass I needed. At first, the design looked like this, but I ended up changing it to this and then added some stripped logs and a glass door to it. The bird sanctuary was now looking pretty good, but I was not done yet. Next, I had the idea to move my beacon that was on the statue to the bird sanctuary because it was kind of blocking vision of the park. So I found the exact middle of the structure, dug underground, and built the beacon there. I then put a piece of glass above it, and I think it turned out to have a much cleaner look. There was also another beacon I had set up a long time ago that kind of just congested the air, so I went down to my hidden base and I removed it. And I think that the base looked a lot cleaner with it removed. Next, I wanted to start addressing the issue of the sanctuary being really dark. So I placed glowstone and glass every 3 blocks all around the floor, and that solved the issue of lighting on the ground. Next, I needed to figure out how to light up the walls. I searched for new types of lighting in this mod pack, and I found these cool mint crystal lamps, which I could actually make using the crystals I had gathered in the end earlier, and these looked really cool. Plus, they fit the theme of the sanctuary really well. My only concern was that they may take too much attention away from the birds, but honestly, it's worth it. I needed to grab some more from the end, but before going there, I used my automatic brewer to make some more night vision potions. I headed into the end, and while flying, I ran into these phantom looking things. I tried to ride them, but I couldn't. I don't know if you can do something with them. If anybody knows, please tell me. I found this like spaceship wreck or something while flying around, which didn't really have much in it. I was able to get these blue vine lanterns, which are pretty nice, and some books, but other than that, there was nothing else. I found these cool kind of blue growing vines, which I took for the sanctuary. I also ran into this ender tower that had phantoms flying around it and had targets all over the place. I went inside the tower, and when I got to the top, it had some loot, mainly just a bunch of enchanted gear. Also, I got a new music disc to add to our collection, which was called Endermosh. I found this random structure that had a chest with some plants in it. I found this cool crystal called Smaragdant, which is a pretty interesting name. I then thought I found the crystals that I've been looking for, but they ended up being just completely different, and they were called Aurora crystals. By day 548, after almost 3 full days of searching, I finally found the crystals that I was looking for, and I collected up a bunch. Luckily, they are really easy to collect. I also collected the cobalt and rose crystals that were there just to have some extra. By the end of the day, I returned home, converted the crystals into lamps, and placed them all down. Now the inside was nicely lit up. I then placed the new leaves that I'd gotten on the walls, and they were glowing. So I realized that not only could I use these on the outside, but I could use them on the inside and light up the whole sanctuary. On day 550, I went to the end to collect more of the glowing leaves and was able to get some new vines as well, which would fit perfectly. By the next day, I returned and placed all of my vines and leaves on the walls and ceiling. Once I was finished, the whole structure was glowing and it was just a perfect fit. With that, the bird sanctuary was ready to house some birds. So I set out in search of them. While searching, I saw this tower, which I checked out, and it had some emeralds and prismarine shards, and it had a waystone. I teleported to where I was tens of thousands of blocks away from my base, and here I was able to find my first bird. Here we have some birds. But what can I like pick you up? Oh, wait, I think I can use cages for birds, right? Cage? Yes! Woo, I got a crow. Welcome. You got one more crow. They might be annoying with their crows, but you know, we accept all animals. What is going on over here? Apple tree, huh? Cool. Butterfly. Yeah. Welcome, butterfly. Oh, bald eagle. Eagles are so cool. Oh, I can't pick it up. Oh no. What is that? Ooh, those things are not friendly, I don't think. Hello. Are you friendly? You are friendly, aren't you? No way. Can I cage it? I want to see what its name is, first of all. Second of all, if they're friendly, I'd love to have them. I kind of want to like kill one to see what they are. Oh, no, I think they're just angry naturally, huh? Oh. Oh, no, I think they're all just angry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on, man? Dude, these things are scary. These things are scary, man. What are these from? Okay, wait, I defeated some. I don't know where the loot went from that, though. Let me try to find it. I got a Naga Fang from one of them, which can be used to make a Naga Fang dagger that poisons your enemies and deals double damage when you attack someone from behind. There was also a mansion next to me, and I decided to check it out. There was some basic loot like iron and bread, and when I got to the top of it, there were invisible skeletons that I had to fight off, which I was able to do. Once I got out of there, I looked into taming a bald eagle, and I found out that you could tame them with fish oil and command them with a falconry glove. When I tried to make the glove, though, it turned out that I needed hair from a bear, and I didn't have any, so this is something I would need to do later. I started running really low on fireworks, so I headed to my mob farm to get some more gunpowder and stayed there until day 555. When I dropped down to the bottom, though, I realized that the mob farm was not working properly. Mobs were dropping all over the water, and I was not getting much loot at all. I thought that the problem was that the mobs were just funneling out to the sides instead of dropping into the campfires as they were supposed to, so I started building a funnel all the way from the bottom to where the mobs were actually getting dropped from. But when I made it to the top, I just saw floating water, and then I realized that the blocks that I had placed in the main drop area were all gone. The issue was that the blocks were updated in the pack, and so the ones that I had placed there before were just removed. It actually took me a pretty long time to put everything back in place because I didn't really have much to refer to, but after a couple of days of trial and error, I figured it out. Finally, I had everything back to how it should be, and I headed up to test the farm out again. And sure enough, the farm was working perfectly. I was getting all the gunpowder that I needed. The only issue was that the drowns were attacking me. Maybe I should build out a platform here sometime so that they can't get to me. While I was flying back home, I ran into our little ally friend from our previous episodes, which I completely forgot about. Oh, no way. I forgot about you, buddy. Where have you been? Oh my God. Hi. Oh, okay, let's go. We gotta go sleep, bub. I went to bed, and then right away on the next day, I brought the ally home and put it in a safe place in my base so that I wouldn't lose it again. With the mob farm repaired and my fireworks restocked, it was time to go searching for birds again. While searching, I found this ship in the sky, which I remember finding before, but this time I actually checked it out. Oh boy. Flying man, flying man. I should put my totem of undying in my hand. Let's see what we got up here. Let me break this before any more of those spawn. Oh, more of these guys. Gotcha. Oh. Whew. Hogs are not fun. This guy's very strong. Oh, okay. Okay. Come on. A lot of health on these guys. There was some basic loot here, some golden carrots, some nether wart, and other stuff, and in the bottom of the ship there were more mobs which I cleared out, and there was a double chest that had a bunch of diamonds, some diamond horse armor, but nothing too special. I also found this treehouse dungeon that I went through and looted, and it had some basic loot. The cool thing was that I got a protection 8 leather helmet from one of the zombies here, which could be pretty strong. I found a bear while exploring as well, and got the item that I needed to make a falconry glove. But the search for birds was just turning more and more into a search for dungeons, because I ended up running into another big structure soon after that. Oh, I think this is, yep, this is one of the buildings I've been to before. It's crazy. I remember I went here in my medieval Minecraft video, and let me tell ya, this foundry is no joke. I don't know if it's safe for me to go here. I do have better gear. I was approached by these piglins that were geared up in netherite, and I was able to fend them off even though they had a lot of health. The chest that I found had a name tag and ancient totems of unbreaking and sharpness. And while looking through my inventory, I realized that my sword wasn't enchanted for some reason. So I headed back to the enderman farm to enchant it again, and I got sharpness 5 on it. The reason why it wasn't enchanted was because when I accidentally gave my sword to the ally, it took off the enchantment. So yeah, do not give your sword or anything to your ally. Anyways, I am ding and looting to the new sword, and I named it Apollo Reborn because its original name was Apollo, and I wanted to honor that. After that, I headed back into the foundry to take it on. I was able to handle the mobs on the top layer pretty easily, but when I headed to the next level, things got much more dangerous. Okay, so I know here it gets a bit more dangerous. Oh yeah, a lot of damage. Need golden apples to survive here. Big time. Strategy might be just breaking all the spawners. I have a really quick pickaxe. Maybe. This is very dangerous. Very dangerous. How are you supposed to survive in here? I'm just running for my life. Out of fireworks? Okay. Really bad time to run out of fireworks here. Okay, I'm leaving. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Let me try to fend these guys off. There is some crazy loot in here. I got a netherite ingot and a lot of diamond blocks. I continued looting chests and defeating mobs until I had pretty much explored everything, and then I headed back outside to start searching for birds again. I found these cool trees along the way, which I collected some of, and it was called Skyrus wood. I ran into another ship as well, which I've looted in the past, but I just wanted to say that these are amazing for gunpowder and TNT. On the next day, I found this new animal called the Tasmanian Devil, which I was able to cage. Apparently, these guys like rotten flesh and howl to scare away monsters. I also found a deer, which was really cute. I brought the deer over to the animal sanctuary and then brought another one with its baby because I didn't want to leave it behind in the night. I found some roadrunners on the next day that I was able to cage, and I found this interesting tree, which ended up being a banana tree. I found a couple of emus that I brought to the normal sanctuary since they're birds, but they don't fly, so I just thought it would be a better fit. A bit after that, I found some of my favorite animals. Monkeys! Ooh! Oh my, these are the weirdest looking monkeys I've ever seen. What are these? Oh, now these are some more regular monkeys. Hey, you want a banana? Oh, come on. What's going on? Slipping? Oh, I'm slipping on a banana peel, apparently. Wait. Have I tamed it? It's following. But I don't think I've actually tamed it. I need to grow more bananas. I brought the monkeys and the apes over to the animal sanctuary after that. I brought a little turtle over as well, and I found this structure while traveling, and I activated the redstone that was on the inside, which activated a lighthouse. So it was really cool. I brought some little geckos over to the sanctuary as well, but my bird sanctuary was still mostly empty. Now at this point, I finally realized that I should just go ahead and add back the bird mod that got removed. So that is what I did, and now I had a long list of birds on my search panel. Right away, I started to find birds. I found seagulls and flamingos, which are just They're beautiful animals. I mean, look at them. They're pink. I made a bird encyclopedia that would let me learn more about birds and find out how to tame them and anything else special about them. I brought the flamingos to the sanctuary and then found cardinals, cranes, robins, a lot of different birds and animals. I continued finding new animals through to day 573, and during that time, I even found a fire dragon egg in a desert temple. And by the end of my searching, the bird sanctuary was quite full. Now that I had all of these birds here, I had the idea to add an outside portion to the sanctuary for the walking birds because I wanted the birds on the inside to all be flying around. Before that though, I remembered the fire dragon egg that I had gotten, so I placed it in the dragon sanctuary, and we need a name for it. So leave your name suggestions in the comments as always, and I will pick the name with the most likes at the next episode. Anyways, getting back to work, the first thing I did is level out the area with dirt. Once I had the mountain fairly leveled out with dirt, I started leveling out the sand. I covered any stone and I made sure that there was an even shoreline. It took me to day 575 and I had everything fairly leveled out and covered. There was this shipwreck here that kind of looked out of place, but I kept it since it looked unique. Next, I needed to build a border around the area, so I started building it from the edge of the water and I continued it through the ocean. It was really dark in the water, so I made night vision potions, and that way I saw perfectly while building the border underwater. I continued the fencing all the way around to the other side of the sanctuary, connected it to the hill on the right side, and the outside was now fully encased with fencing. From there, I grabbed all of the ground birds with the lead, teleported them outside, brought some fish over so they'd have food, and the outside was done. Now the inside seemed kind of empty, so I wanted to add some stuff to it. I planted a few trees around the area and then wanted to create a swing that would be a kind of bird toy in the sanctuary. I started by building out a little ledge, and then I made these golden chains that would hold the swing itself. I then connected logs to the chains for the top of the swing and added a fence drop down with slabs at the bottom for the platform. And right away, we had our first customer. I also added some light to the swing and it was finished. The next thing I wanted to do was build a bridge going across the sanctuary. I looked up if there were any bridge items in the mod, but there weren't, so I added a bridge mod called Macau's Bridges, and now I had a large variety of bridges. I decided I would go with the rope oak bridge and I started placing it down. At first, I was having issues with getting it to align, but eventually I figured things out and got the bridge set up. Next, I wanted to build a little pond because I figured that the birds would appreciate some water. I terraformed out a little canvas, started filling up the pond with water, moved the lights into the ground so they would be more hidden, and to fill the middle of the pond with water, I built a layer of dirt which leveled out all of the water, and then I broke out the dirt and the pond was full. To top things off, I added some lily pads and mini lily pads, and the pond looked beautiful. The vines in the sanctuary were now also starting to grow, which was nice. And as one final addition, I built a large ladder structure which could be another toy for the birds. I replaced the oak planks on the sides with stripped logs to finish it off, and the room was complete. If you guys have any suggestions to improve the sanctuary, let me know. For now, I was definitely happy with it. Now I wanted to take on my final objective, which was to take on the Abyss dimension, the final dimension in the mod pack. The first quest I had was to find and defeat the Elder, but when I entered, this happened.
Okay, something's happening. Oh man. Get away. Get away. Whoa! Oh! The boss! Wait. Hold on. I was not expecting a boss right now. Okay. Abyssaur. Get away. Okay, Abyssaur. It doesn't look to be too strong. I'm getting it. Okay, I got it. That was just very random. Oh, okay, I got it.
The Abyssor wasn't a quest boss, but it was still good to have defeated it, and it was definitely very interesting. Next, I found a hidden structure.
Check this out. Maybe it'll have some hint towards where I need to go next. It's got little scorpions. Oh, okay. It's got some cool loot. Okay, get away. Break that. Okay, got him. Got some weird rotten flesh. Abyss shuriken. Whoa. Ooh, enchanted golden apple. Whoa. Chorus stone. Artifact of Afterlife. You have 20 seconds to find your body after death. If you find your body, you will come back to life. If you don't find him, you will die. I'm gonna keep that on me.
I continued looting and found this cool gecko or something that was all glowing in teal. I got an enchanted golden apple, and I got this item called the Amulet of Nosage, and it gave me permanent resistance, fire resistance, water breathing, and haste. This thing is insanely overpowered. That is insane. No way I just found that. That is so overpowered. Okay, that's a crazy buff because now I have permanent water breathing. I have resistance, which is a lot of protection, fire resistance, so I don't need any more fire resistance potions. Wow. I was really happy with this item. I mean, it gave me so many good buffs. I also found this cool item called the Clock of Time, which literally lets you travel back in time to restore where you were and how much health you had, which would be really useful. I then randomly started taking damage in the abyss because of the fog effect that was on my screen, which is like a poison buildup. I tried to drink some potions to make it go away, but they did not help. I got back as soon as I could, and luckily the damaging stopped. On the next day, I checked in with our dragons, and the fire dragon had grown, so I tamed it with fish, but it was sitting on the ledge of my house for some reason, and the only way I could get it to move was to put a saddle on it and bring it back to the monastery next to our dragon, Gehenna. And they made good friends. As I said before, we need a name for this dragon, so make sure to let me know your suggestions. Taking a break from the abyss for a bit, I wanted to complete some of the other final quests that I had. So I wanted to head into the new, deeper, dark dimension. I mined down to Y0, but when I got there, there was just void and floating blocks, and I was really confused because when I was here previously, everything looked way different. It turned out that the mod was updated, and what I found out was that I had to find 3 pieces of this cold, deep stone to get into the new deep dark. No matter how much I mined though, I was not able to find any. I even had to go to my Enderman farm to repair my pickaxe because of how much I was mining. By day 586, I was still mining and searching away, but couldn't find anything. Thankfully though, I realized on this day that the issue was that I was mining in a place that was loaded a long time ago before the mod was updated. So I needed to go to a new chunk where I hadn't been before. As I was doing that though, this happened. No! I did not just find that. Wait, hold on. This is serious. Okay, I need to set up a waystone right in the bird sanctuary right now. Waystone, place it. Okay, teleport back. I need a lead. Come on, come on, come on. I lost it in the last episode. Maybe it was 2 episodes ago. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There's no way it left already, is there? Wait, this might be the one that I lost, actually. Oh, no, it's gone again. Please. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come with me. Let's go, let's go. Okay, it's still on the lead. It's still on the lead. Okay, sanctuary. Yes, yes. I brought it to the bird sanctuary. Woo! Welcome. Oh, no way. No way. Yes, I think that's the one that we lost before. I had brought the mystical sunbird to the bird sanctuary, and I was really happy. After that, I teleported out thousands of blocks using my waystone, and I dug down in search of the new stone I needed. At first, I found this pretty interesting lava amber cave, but it wasn't what I was looking for, so I flew out a bit further. And when I mined down this time, I found it. Oh, there we go. I mined straight into it. Look at that. Oh, yes, finally. Okay, that took so long. I was so confused for a long time, but I was just in the wrong spot. And this is a cool mushroom. I've seen one of these before. Glow shroom. Yes, okay, now I can go. With the blocks that I needed, I dug down, created this light and dark block, placed it down at bedrock level, put a diamond in it, and right-clicked it to enter the deeper dark. I mined to the room that I was actually supposed to spawn in the first place, and I wanted night vision, so I headed over to my brewing room really quick, and at this point, I am not gonna lie to you, I literally just made 6 brewing stands and brewed my potions manually because it was much faster. In the future, I should probably update the automatic brewer, but for now, it can at least serve as a hidden room. When I returned with my night visions and tried to use it in the deeper dark though, it didn't work. Whoa, no way. Night vision doesn't work here? Wow, night vision does not work here. Okay. Torches do work here, but not night vision. That's surprising, actually. Whoa. What is this? Okay, that's scary. That's scary. Okay. Those are some scary things. Nope. Okay. So... Whoa! Is that like a trap? Okay, really? Really? Not cool. Not cool. I was now stuck in the deeper dark to fend off for myself with very little vision. The mobs were really, really creepy. I mean, they were creepy crawling and the sounds that I was hearing were not good. I ended up accidentally not recording the first variant of Warden that I defeated, which was the open mouth variant. But don't worry, because I soon ran into more. I found that I had a reward for entering the deeper dark, which was a Skulko finder that did this. So this shows mobs apparently. Whoa, whoa, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, now I see some more mobs. Oh, whoa, okay, this is some kind of like treasure room. This is what the book before was talking about, but I wasn't finding any of these. Let's go, I gotta get in here and break these spawners. There's a lot of them. Go around, break. Oh man, I'm so lucky to have such a good pickaxe. Okay, whew. I'm happy I have such good gear. Got you. Let's see, there might be a chest here. No, just diamonds and gold, it looks like. There were only gold and diamond blocks here, so I headed out and eventually found this guy. Oh boy, I'm scared to engage. Last time the warden that I fought was stuck. Oh! Okay, I'm blinded. I will leave. Okay, so this is my escape. Oh, here he comes. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Nope. Oh my god. It's getting closer and closer. Okay, I need golden apples. Okay, golden apples. Let me just eat one right off the bat. I'm afraid of getting one shot. Make sure to know where I gotta go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I seem safe from here. That's good. That's good. Oh, got him. Easy peasy. Okay, whew. That was the big warden variant. So I got a golden apple and experience, and now I just have to defeat the bone warden. And for that, I'll get a netherite ingot. So my search continues. Oh, that's the bone warden. I saw it. Yep, that is the bone warden. Okay. I'm kind of scared because this is supposed to be the strongest one. It's the final warden boss you're supposed to defeat. Look at that. Look at that thing. Wait. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. Why does this have to be like a horror game, man? Oh no. Okay, golden apple. Oh, I'm not supposed to glide. Okay. Oh, don't let it hit me. Oh, okay, it's doing decent damage because it took all my absorption hearts. Okay. Oh, it can't get me here. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I'm fine. All right. Okay, I'm alive. That's good. And let me take my netherite ingot and experience. With that, I had defeated all of the warden bosses and returned home. Next, I headed back into the abyss and set out to defeat an elder boss. I found a very cool biome while flying, and it had these abyss melons, which are even better than golden apples because they heal you up a bunch and give you regeneration, so I picked them up. Now, I saw an elder boss bar on my screen, even 2 of them, and then I saw this house, and I thought that that's where he was, so I ate a golden apple and entered. But when I did, all I encountered was this really strange villager with the name Abilazier. I couldn't trade him and he didn't say anything. It was really mysterious to me. There were ores lying around though and chests, which I took, but he didn't say anything. So I just took everything and left. After that, I kept searching for the elder, but even though I saw the boss bar, I could not find him. I did end up finding the crystal golem boss up on a tree, but I didn't want to fight it yet because I wouldn't get the quest reward for it. This did, however, give me the idea that the elder could just be spawning up on trees, and after searching for some more, I did find him. Oh, I actually found an elder. Okay, golden apple. Let's go. Okay, he's not doing that much damage. That's why he's the first boss, probably. Whoop. Okay.
I got him. Elder Eye.
I can use that to make an Eye of Abyss. What is that for?
That's good news for me. Now I can progress.
Defeating the Elder was pretty easy, and next I needed to defeat the Magician. While searching, I also found this animal, which I tried to bring to the animal sanctuary, but I tried and it wasn't possible. I found the Roca boss up in a tree while searching, which I thought could be the Magician because it was the Roca. I fought it, and it was kind of just standing there, so I was able to defeat it pretty easily. It didn't end up being the Magician, but it did drop a Roca horn, which would come very much in handy later on. After a while longer of searching and a lot of researching on the internet, I literally could not find a single gram of information about the Magician. I don't know if it isn't in the game yet, or if the Roca was actually supposed to be the Magician and it was just labeled not properly, but I did not want to get stuck. I wanted to progress and defeat the final boss. So what I did is I edited the files and completed the quest manually. I figured that it balanced out since I did literally everything I could and defeated the Roca. Now I could progress, and the next boss that I needed to defeat was the Crystal Golem, and I was able to find it pretty quickly.
The Crystal Golem. Let's go. Oh, arrows do not work on it. Oh, and I have a bunch of spiders attacking me. All right. All right. All right. Kite it. Oh, and I have creepers attacking me. Okay. I'm okay. Defeat the spider. Yep. Yep. I'm good. And I got it.
Now it was time to fight the final and strongest boss in Better Minecraft, Nightshade. I made the Eye of Abyss and located an altar that I would need to summon him with a ritual. I placed a soul heart in each of the crucibles, and now it was time to begin the ritual.
Okay. Well, it's time. Let's just go for it. I believe this is the strongest boss that I'm gonna fight. This is also the point where I've been the most geared in this series. So, strength 2, Abyss Melon. Let's do it. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at that. Oh man. Oh, Nightblade. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Whoop. He does damage. He does damage. And he's teleporting me. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna eat an enchanted golden apple in case, okay? I think that is the smart thing to do. He's floating me up in the sky. He's summoning mobs. Oh, he's summoning like every mob here. Okay, enchanted golden apple is doing good for me. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna eat a powered melon just in case. Okay, now he has summoned clones. These are fake ones. These are fake ones. And I have slow fall, so I can't escape that easily. Oh boy. I need sweeping edge for this. Okay, I'm eating another enchanted golden apple. Okay, I can't see anything, but I am doing damage. So I've killed a clone. That's not the real one. That's not the real one. Don't get fooled by the achievement. I think the achievement just got tricked. Okay. Oh man. Oh man, he's teleporting everywhere. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, he's doing damage now. Okay. Okay. I'm good. Oh man. I need to be careful. I don't want to get like 2 hit or something. Oh wow. Wow. Whoa, look at this. Look at this. Oh no. Okay, wait, I can bow him. Nope. Okay, the bows do not work on him. That is good to know. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. Power melon. Oh my god. Guys, you don't understand. This is scary. Oh no, I got fear. I can't see anything. Oh no, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. There are so many mobs here. Okay. Nope, nope, not the music. And I'm floating in the sky. I'm floating in the sky. I can't see anything. Come on. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. I got him. I got him. I got him. And he dropped his sword. Sword of Abyss. Oh.
I defeated the final boss, Nightblade, and I got a bunch of rewards for it. His sword, which is the strongest sword in the game, a totem of Abyss, and some gems. Now the only quests that I had left to do were to defeat the new Conjurer boss and to successfully defend a village, which I had failed a lot before. I wanted to do them both. Before that though, I enchanted the new Sword of Abyss that I got, and I got Sharpness 5, Knockback 2, Fire Aspect 2, and Unbreaking 3, which wasn't bad at all. With that, I began my search for the Conjurer, which is located in a theater that's a structure that can only spawn in a dark oak biome. I managed to find a dark oak biome soon enough and looked around for a theater, but there was none here. I continued searching though, and by day 593, I found what I was looking for. Did I potentially find the theater? It's showtime. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. Now that is what I am talking about. Ooh. Wow, wait, this is cool. Now, this is an aquarium. That looks really nice. That gives me good ideas. I entered the main theater room, fought off some illusioners and other mobs, and then there was only one more boss that was left to conquer. The Conjurer. It looks cool, I must say. He's got a very, very cool vibe. Well, he's actually not even fighting me. I kind of feel bad attacking the guy when he's not even attacking me. Okay, well, that sucks. I don't really want to fight you, dude. Okay, what if I put a flower in here? Here we go. It's a flower for you. For you. Nope. He is still... Okay. Well, I guess we have to fight. And, okay. He is invisible. Okay. Okay. Wow, cool guy. Oh, it's a bunny. Killer bunny. Sorry, bunny. Oh, cards. Whoa, those were cool. Those are actually, like, in-game Minecraft cards. Wow, this is a cool boss fight. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Man, what a performance indeed. That is the correct achievement. He's really cool. That was a cool little fight. Conjurer hat. Put it on. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm real cool and fancy. I must say though, it's kind of messed up that I had to defeat him when he wasn't even attacking me. Oh, okay. Well, this is a different case. He had a villager stuck here. Rosalind, you are free. You know what? Let me take Rosalind to my home and she can be safe, you know? Oh, she became a farmer. Oh! Yeah, so the right click on my sword dashes and deals damage, and I accidentally dashed right on Rosalind. Anyways, I didn't do that on purpose, and it was time to go defend a village from a raid. I spent a while searching for a pillager outpost and was able to find one on day 594. Then I defeated a raid leader to get Bad Omen and headed to a village to start a raid. Okay, time to go to a village, and raid started instantly. Okay, where's the raid coming from? I don't see. Oh, there we go. I see. I see for sure. Now, oh, whoa, okay. That's not good. Oh, wow. They're not even going for me. They're going straight for the villagers. Get away. Okay. I remember I was trying to do this before, and I was having serious issues. What's going on here? You guys safe? You guys safe? Oh, the villagers are freaking out. Guys, I'm here. Go for me. Oh, man. My sword is just so OP, and I can dash. Oh, I love it. This is a good way to test out my dashing skills. Boom, dash. I continued fighting off all the mobs in the raid successfully, but unfortunately I still failed because I did not protect the villagers enough. But I was not just gonna give up that easy. I found another village, encased some villagers this time to keep them safe, and I got Bad Omen again to start the raid one more time. You guys are coming from here. You bow them down. So hopefully the strategy will work. Oh my goodness, this guy's sliding all over the place. Boom. Okay, wave 1 is complete. I have no idea how many waves there are. It seems like there are a lot. I have some ability with my sword where it does, like, when I attack and people don't die, it has some swinging around them. Look at that. 2 more. Here they are. Okay, good. Here we go. Just attack. Come on. Please don't let them get to the villagers. I continued to clear waves for a total of 8 times before I finally completed the raid. Oh, yes. I did it. Wow, I actually did it. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Hey, you can come out now. With that, the final quest was completed. I collected my rewards, which were a rough emerald shard and grimoire of the Lost Merchants Guild. With that done, I didn't really do much else on this day, but on the next day, I started patching up some roadways in the base, added a leaf road to our garden, and using yellow terracotta bricks, I built a pathway to the new brewing room and created a border with orange stained glass. With that, I went to sleep with Lantern beside me for the final night, and I look forward to another adventure soon.